Alright, so Kona will be giving us the next quest because we've been told that things can now proceed with the Tuliyola saga. Let's go ahead and speak with Kona to take on the next level 92 main story quest entitled The Feat of Pots. Kona has details to share concerning the forthcoming Feat of Pots. The Elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Orionge. Also, I ran into the Levior twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. Oh, thank you. He's our rival yet so kind. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting, but even now, he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Ready Rock waiting. Yeah, you waited long enough. So let's go ahead and change out of battle gear for a while. Because it's a beautiful sunny day. I'd say perfect weather to get this next feat started. So yeah, Wook's already waiting for us. And we know that she's not going to be alone. Ready Rock thanks you for your assisting help hand Rakurok. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer. And so as the day continues on, so we're here, Kona's here. I'm happy to report that they were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? Well, we did even more than that. So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Yeah, attention! Attention! Or rather, the attention is coming from Zeral Jah. Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for soul crossings and the new Potsworn they will bring. Yeah, the fanfare is already here. Hail the mighty Zeral Jah! He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebble stones. The resilient son for Dawn Servant. Zeral Jah was clearing fallen rocks? I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Yeah, where's the big guy in the meantime? Or do we really want that answer? Yeah, I don't think we do. Well, well, we meet again. Yeah, hi there, you two. Just in time for the feat to begin. I bet he was already here laying low while the rest of us did all the work. And so now that we're all assembled. Claimants, your attention please! As Ready Rock has explained, many of our Potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salts. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuliyola merchants will suffer. So Ready Rock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we're to recruit new Potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? Is that about to be explained? You are free to refuse Ready Rock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zeral Jah's disqualification. Yeah, the lizards really hate the fact that we're doing this. The rise is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Ready Rock declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, our pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. Well, you heard it from her. So how are you lizards gonna go about it? The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Oh, is that how you're going? Which is exactly what we should do. Sounds like you got your eye on Zeralja, and your brother seems to be in agreement. Yeah, listen to him laughing. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. Yeah, both of your smiles are incredibly creepy. And yeah, we heard that. That nasty brute is up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. So what do we do? What do you think, Clement? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans among my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliyola to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. So what do we do? Meanwhile, Kona probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. That's just statement of facts. Yeah, stay focused. I suppose we could try asking around Wachu Kameki? That seems like a logical place to start. Back to Tuliyola it is. Wait, does this mean that we have to take the boat again? You mean you haven't been attuned to any aetherites? Wook, why don't you attune to aetherites? No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. So why are you smiling? You said I should share my burdens, so I'll speak plainly. The truth is, I really get sick on boats. Yeah, we kind of noticed. Yeah, we're all like, yeah, you're not shocking us at all. Clement, this is hardly news. Yeah. Attune aetherites next time. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? Yeah. Here is your thumbnail for the VOD. I mean, let's be honest. With those teary cat eyes and effects. I'm positive. Mostly. Yeah, she had to turn her head away. I need to teach you about tuning to aetherites. So, after that ordeal, we've returned to Tuliyola. Wook, I need a moment. Upriver or down the river, Ihuikatuma is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not suck foot on the boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Robley can help us recruit a Potsworn. Alright. So with that in mind, let's head on off. We have found triple triad players are now around. So yeah, we want to get to Wachu Kameki. The best way for me to do that is to go over to the main 8th thread and warp over there. Alright, let's head on over. Yeah, I'm out of water, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to continue without. So, over to roleplay. And everyone else here is also assembled. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachukumeki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Roleplay. Actually, I have a favor to ask. Yeah, here's what we need to do. Think you can help us out? So, what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only, I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? Yeah, that yours ain't goldsmith? What about him? Or what are the others the man who just started working here? I mean, we know he's just shown up, but... You mean Fontaine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think that he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a bulk pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at Gibraltar. Then we should go and talk to him, just you and me, since he knows us. We wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. Alright. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. Alright then. And so as we pan around, right, let's go and see about a man about a butt. I'm ready if you are. Alright. So yeah, they said he'd be down over here, so closest place to that is going to be the marketplace, so that's where we shall go. Let's head on over to the Ethernet shard and warp on over. Make sure we're facing the right direction. Alright, where's our man? It turns out he's pretty close by. Oh, Mathia, you're here too. The Third Promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished sheeting, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? Alright. So yeah, let's just enjoy the sun for a while. The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So, what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you set it in, but I'm looking for someone to become a Potsworn. I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It is for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new potswan to Earthenshire. As the music comes to an end. So that is the way of it. We barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachu Kameki, I'm now demanding that you throw that away and sign a pork pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I am pleased to say that I am now an official subject of Tuliolol. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall that it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in an instant. The man I loved and admired, I never wish to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliolan that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you to achieve that by signing a pork pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fonchaine, thank you. I shall return to Master Ripley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I am the reason for that you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. And so away they go. In the meantime... Oh, hey there, Brookhaven, it's been a while. Perhaps you remember me? Brookhaven, owner of Chevalier of Tai. I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wu Clement's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too, if the gossips to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Sure. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. You can now gain access to role quests. Speak with Brookhaven at Chevalier of Tai and pursue new adventures as you progress through the rite of succession. So yeah, the thing that we had to wait until we were at least level 95 to do within the realm of Endwalker now comes at level 92 here in Dawntrail. And with this milestone being achieved, we will also have something else to take care of. But we will get back to that shortly. For now, we need to finish this quest with Wu Clement. Pacifism, yeehaw! Also, no, we're going to watch a Kameki. Yeah, I need to remember where I'm going. Yeah, that place is really far away. Alright, back on the scene. Let's speak with Rook to complete the quest. Master Ripley, I'm sorry to have let her tell you this, but... Yeah, I don't think an explanation is necessary. Fonchaine has agreed to sign the Puck Pact, yes? Well, it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith. To have one of our own handpicked to serve the Third Promise is a great honor for Wachu Kameki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself, if you're so inclined. Yeah, as in myself. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ripley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliolol. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachukameki. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Meanwhile, on the Lang's Pearl, what became of Fonshun Ten? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become Patswan. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid, we shall meet you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fonshun Ten's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. And we'll do whatever we can to help you out. So, with that, we'll take our 1,020,000 experience points, 1,232 gil, and an item level 655 leg coffer. You may now unlock deliveries to Wachukameki, speak to Ropley, and pursue new endeavors as you progress through the Rite of Succession. So, as far as main story is concerned, we're actually going to stop here for tonight, but we are not yet done. Because, as was mentioned before, there's some new quests that can be now obtained. I believe there are those, but there's this one in particular. So we're going to head back to Bayside Bevy, and we are going to now start taking on the job quests.